half a day, buenas and half a day, good afternoon. It is 2:56 in the afternoon here on Guam, and it is a Monday afternoon. And I know in the States it's Sunday, and I know that my timing is off because I know Eastern time is already 1 o'clock, West is 10 o'clock, and Central is midnight. So I'm kind of off, but I'm doing this live anyway because you guys can always catch the replay, and whether or not you catch me live right now, I know the information will be helpful to either if you're already here on Guam, or if you are PCSing here to Guam, or if you are relocating to Guam. So again, good afternoon. My name is Leah Del Mundo. I am from livingonguam.com. So if you're catching me here live on Facebook, this is our Facebook page, and we have our website www.livingonguam, and our aim is to help folks find a home if they are relocating to Guam. So they could be military, they could be civilian. So we basically help folks that are relocating to Guam and they have questions about moving to Guam. And so I've addressed several of those questions already in past videos. And so this is one of the common questions that I encounter, that our team encounters. And so I'm putting it here on video so that I can reuse it, repurpose this for those folks who have that question, and this question will always come up. So people always ask, again, I'm sorry I'm late because I just came from a showing. I helped a Navy couple find a home, and it's funny because they're Navy, but they want to live up in the north, which is closer to Air Force. But hey, whatever makes my clients happy, I'm here to serve, right? I'm here to accommodate. So, okay, back to the topic on hand is how much do I need to move into a rental? Okay, because a lot of folks who are moving here, whether they are being stationed here by the military or they are relocating here because of work, they usually rent a home first, right? And then they get a feel for the island. Then they decide whether or not they want to stay. Then they decide whether or not they want to purchase a home on Guam. But more often than not, 8 out of 10 clients rent. Okay, so then the question always comes, how much is it going to cost for me to move into the home? So here's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. When you move into the home, on move-in date, on the beginning of your lease, what is expected is your prorated rent and your security deposit. Okay, those are the things that are, and this is not, this is the standard. It's the norm here on Guam. So upon move-in, civilian or military, they expect you to pay the prorated rent and the security deposit. Okay, and security deposit is usually the amount of a full month. So let's say, for example, you're a family, and the house that you like, that you choose, is the rent is for $2,450. So what is expected upon move-in? Okay, let's say, for example, you move in on the 15th. So let's say, for example, the month of November. If you move in on the 15th, there are 16 days left for November. So that is your prorated rent. So I did my math earlier, so I would be prepared for you folks. So if your rent is $2,450, if you move in on the 15th, your prorated rent is $1,306.67. So that is your prorated rent, and that is due upon move-in. So if the beginning of your lease is November 15, then they expect you to pay that prorated rent of $1,306.67 on November 15 when you move in, the beginning of your lease. At the same time, they also expect you to pay the security deposit. And again, if the rent is $2450, your security deposit is $2450. So again, the landlord expects the prorated rent and the security deposit on move-in date. Excuse my voice, I just recovered. I was sick last week. So, okay, so for November 15 move-in, your prorated rent would be $1,306.67, and your security deposit would be $2450. That means when you move in, you give the landlord or the listing agent that $3,756.67, and more often than not, what they accept is either money order, cashier's check, cash. We don't really like cash. We would prefer money order and cashier's check, or an on-island check that's verified. We are hesitant with off-island checks. Hello, Marlene Del Mundo. We are hesitant with accepting off-island checks because it takes a long time to clear. So that's why, again, it's money order, cashier's check, or cash. And when you do pay cash, we have to have a receipt. We have to write out a receipt as soon as we get that, right? Okay, so again, if you move in November 15, by November 15, what's due is $1,306.67 for your prorated rent and $2450 for your security deposit. So a total of $3,756.67 in cashier's check or money order or cash. Again, preferably cashier's check or money order. Okay, so that's what's due. So here's what happens. A lot of members, some members, they have that money saved up. So good for you. You know, you have that money saved up. But it is, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is expensive to PCS, especially to PCS to Guam. It is expensive. And I'll talk about the expenses maybe on another live video session. But right now, you know, we're just talking about this, you know, how much it's going to cost for you to move in. So some folks, they don't have that money saved up. They don't have $3,756.67 lying around in their bank account. So what happens more than likely is they get an OHA Advance. Okay, you process that through your command. And, you know, once the house is inspected, they're gonna, you know, it gets routed to PSD. And once that's done on the side of PSD, it takes 3 to 5 working days and you will get that OHA Advance in your account. So that is one option to be able to pay that prorated rent and that security deposit upon move-in. Another option, if you can't do the OHA Advance, is to get an interest-free loan again with the Navy Marine Corps Relief. Okay, so they offer that service, that assistance to members who are who are in need of financial assistance. And I can send you the link. Let me know. I can send you the link to their Facebook page, but you can find them easily on Facebook. So it's Navy Marine Corps Relief, and they can give interest-free loans. So what they do is they will ask for a copy of the lease, because they need to verify, right, why they're loaning the money to you. They need to ask a copy of the lease, and they will call housing to confirm, or if not, they will call the agent, either the listing agent or the leasing agent. So this morning I had a member who went to Navy Marine Corps and applied for a loan. And so this very helpful lady, Pam Moore, called me this morning just to verify that, that this is a client, and this is the amount of the prorated rent and the security deposit. So they call to verify. But see, that's a big thing that's very helpful. Unfortunately, if you're civilian, you don't have access to an OHA Advance or the Navy Marine Corps Relief. So For the civilians, you need to save up. You know, you really need to have the funds to be able to pay security deposit and your prorated rent upon move-in. All right, so those are the two things, folks. Those are the things that you need to be, that's due upon move-in. Now, another expense that's due even prior to move-in, because it needs to be effective on your move-in date, is your power, water transfer. Okay, because you need to transfer power and water to be effective. Again, our example is November 15. So you need to transfer power and water to be effective November 15 on your move-in date. Now, you can pay power and water through credit card. Okay, so it doesn't have to be cashier's check. It doesn't have to be a money order or check or cash, but you can pay with credit card. So that helps defray, you know, some of the burden, because you don't have to pay it for another 30 days or so, depending on how you pay your credit card. But that is another expense that you have to take into account. So let's say, for example, you see a place that's a 3-bedroom. Okay, 3-bedroom, the deposit for that, for power, is $400. Yeah, it's pretty hefty. Sorry about that, but yeah, that's it. You know, we got to work with that. So if it's a 3-bedroom, it's $400. If it's a 4-bedroom, it's a $500 deposit. So let's say, for example, it is a 3-bedroom. So it's a $400 deposit plus sorry, I'm still sick. So plus a $25 fee. Excuse me. $25 transfer fee, and then for water it is a $52 deposit. So if you're moving into a 3-bedroom, your cost is going to be about $477. So that one, again, you can pay by credit card. It doesn't have to be cash or check or money order or cashier's check. You can pay by credit card. So those are the things that you will be expected to pay as you move into your rental. Okay, again, power and water that you can pay by credit card, and then prorated rent and security deposit. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to, you know, send me a private message here on Facebook. You can also email us at info@livingongguam.com. Again, it's info@livingongguam.com. Email me your questions or send us a message here on Facebook. Or if you happen to see this on YouTube, you know, you can always send a message on YouTube, because what I'm trying to do, what my team and I are trying to do, is address frequently asked questions, you know, so that we take care of that at the onset. And again, we're here to help. So if you are relocating to Guam, whether you're military or civilian, you know, moving here because you're a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, some kind of professional, expatriate in management, and you're going to be relocating here, that's what livingongguam.com, myself and my team, that's what we specialize in. We help people as they relocate here, whether they're being stationed here or because of another civilian job or a federal job, so that we're here to help. So hopefully, again, that was helpful. If you need more clarification, more clarification on the information I had just shared with you, please, you know, respond at the bottom in the comments. Let me know. Or again, feel free to send an email, or feel free to send us through Facebook, through Instagram, through YouTube, through LinkedIn. You know, you can reach us in so many platforms. We're very accessible. So hopefully that was helpful. Until next time, be a blessing so you will be blessed. Thank you very much.